What's up, boxing fans? Today, we're diving into the massive showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank Martin. And man, some pros think Martin has what it takes to pull off the upset and knock Tank out cold. We've got all the juicy details and predictions from Reddit, plus insights from boxing legends like Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, and more. But first, let's hear from the confident Frank Martin himself on how he plans to dethrone the champ.
Yeah, I feel like the fight won mentally already, just cause like I'm doing everything that I need to do, you know, breaking him down, studying him. The game plan is crazy, you know. So it's a lot of them guys he get in there with is not like me, you know. They're not like me. So the game plan that we got, man, is we go in there and capitalize off the game plan. I think it'll be a crazy night.
Cat and mouse type of fight, or do you feel at some point we start seeing you pull away?
I think y'all gonna see a pull away. Yeah, y'all gonna see a pull away. You know, I mean, he always getting beat by guys. When he fighting his last 5 fights, it's either real close or he getting beat by a guy and then boom, he land that big shot. You know, but a lot of them guys they not me.
Speaking to Marcos Villegas of Fight Hub TV, Frank Martin said, "I've already won the mental battle against Davis. I've been studying him, breaking him down. We've got a crazy game plan ready. It's going to be a wild night, for sure. Tank is known for coming out strong but fading late. I will capitalize on that and put this game plan to work. He won't know what hit him." Man, Frank is oozing confidence there. The man seems unfazed by Tank's intimidating aura and knockout power. But what do fans on Reddit think about Martin's chances? Reddit comment number 1. Martin puts up a way bigger fight than people expect him to. I could see it going to decision for Tank, or he gets a late finish, but either way, I doubt he walks through him. Reddit comment number 2. I don't know, man. Tank is kind of a beast. It's hard to bet against the man when he's extremely strategic on who he fights, coupled with his fight IQ and punching power. Reddit comment number 3. I think Martin is going to be a tough fight for Tank. Martin is a smarter fighter and knows a lot about boxing, and from what I've seen, he's pretty sharp. It should be a good fight. Reddit comment number 4. Frank wins in the early rounds until Tank figures him out and catches him slipping and hurts him bad. Reddit's opinions on this fight's outcome are indeed split. To gain some more expert perspective, we went straight to the source, calling on insights from boxing's biggest superstars.
As Canelo seems to be notoriously focused on his own upcoming battles, or should we say money battles.
Isn't it inevitable you fight Benavidez? That's what you
If
do.
the money is right, in the same night, I beat that guy. I don't care. Because you guys can ask for everything, and I do it, right? I do everything. I did every fight.
Yeah, lightweight is a fascinating division right now. There's a lot of young talent, and this Davis versus Martin's fight is a perfect example. It will be a good fight. Canelo, known for his measured and thoughtful approach, acknowledged both fighters' strengths. Gervonta, he's a phenomenal talent. He's got that explosiveness, that power in his hands. I've seen him. But he also hinted at a potential vulnerability for Davis. Frank Martin is a tough kid. He's undefeated, and he's got a good chin. He can take a shot and return fire. Tank needs to be careful not to get overconfident and walk into a right hand. The champion then offered a brief piece of advice for each fighter. According to him, for Gervonta, it's about using his footwork, staying alert, and setting traps for that big right hand of Frank. Canelo's words about Martin were equally measured. When it comes to Frank, this is his moment. He told Frank to not be intimidated by Tank's name and all the hype surrounding Gervonta. If he believes in himself, uses his jab, and remains focused, he could be a big problem to Tank. So yeah, maybe Tank might be getting a little bit overconfident for this fight, and everyone is seeing it.
Canelo Alvarez gave his take, saying Davis needs to be careful not to get overconfident and walk into a big right hand from Martin. But if Martin doesn't honestly believe, Tank will overwhelm him.
Terrence Crawford, the undefeated welterweight champion with a reputation for surgical precision, offered another surprisingly genuine take on the fight. Known for his reserved demeanor and laser focus on upcoming opponents, Crawford's insights into the lightweight clash surprised many. You've got 2 different styles, 2 different approaches to the fight game, and that usually leads to a good war. Crawford, a master of controlled aggression, acknowledged Davis's explosive power. Tank, man, he's a walking power puncher. He's got that lightning quick left hand and a right hook that can put anyone to sleep. You can't blink when he's in the ring.
gave a little prediction on the fight, talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield, talked about the punch resistance. What do you think of Tank's assessment?
However, Crawford also hinted at a potential weakness for Davis. But that raw power can be a problem to him. If he gets carried away, looking for that one-punch knockout, it could leave him open for a counter. Shifting his focus to Martin, Crawford offered a different type of praise. Martin is relentless, throws combinations in bunches, and keeps the pressure on his opponents. Something tells me he's not coming in there just to survive. Intriguingly, Crawford seemed to relish the contrasting styles. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised by any outcome. It's a classic puncher versus volume puncher matchup. It's a fight we'll all love, but Tank better watch out.
Terrence Crawford, Tank's power and knockout ability are off the charts. But if he gets too wild looking for the one-hitter quitter, Martin could make this very competitive.
Jermell Charlo, the undisputed super welterweight champion and self-proclaimed lion, had something to say or roar about the fight too. Charlo, known for his aggressive style and knockout power, offered a refreshingly blunt take on the lightweight showdown. The fight will be good, it will be great, we might get to see Tank's first loss, and it will be interesting to watch. There ain't no easy nights, no room for hesitation, it's sink or swim, and this Davis versus Martin fight is a prime example. Charlo, a fighter who thrives on pressure, seemed to downplay the hype surrounding Davis. Look, Tank's a talented dude, no doubt. He's got that explosiveness, that good knockout power, but the power ain't everything. You gotta have heart, you gotta have that will to win when the going gets tough. Charlo, who's faced his fair share of adversity in the ring, seemed to identify a crucial factor for Davis's success. The key for Tank is gonna be his chin. If he can take Martin's best shot, then he can hold up in there for long. Because Martin, believe me, he's gonna bring the heat. He's undefeated and he's got something to prove. Shifting gears, Charlo offered a different perspective on Martin. People are overlooking Martin way too much. He's more than just a tough kid. He's got a good jab, throws combinations in bunches, and he's got decent pop in his own right. He ain't gonna be a pushover. Charlo, a champion who respects his opponents, acknowledged the potential for an upset. This fight has the potential to be a real war. Don't get me wrong, Tank's the favorite on paper, but if Martin can weather the early storm, frustrate Tank with his pressure, and land a clean shot, anything can happen.
Jermell Charlo. I wouldn't be shocked if this is the night Tank finally takes his first loss. Martin's pressure and heart could give Davis real issues if that chin is vulnerable. Wow, the experts seem split as well. One thing's for sure, we're in for an action-packed war between the heavy-handed champ Davis and the ultra-confident underdog Martin. But before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes this fight so intriguing. The contrast between Davis's aggressive style and Martin's strategic approach is sure to create some thrilling moments in the ring. And with both fighters boasting impressive knockout power, it's anyone's guess who'll come out on top. So, who do you think will win this epic showdown? Let us know in the comments below.
Garcia laid down the gauntlet, essentially daring Spence to settle their differences in the ring.
Yeah, Spence got beef with my coach. What's good? Come see me. You want to sue him? I want to beat you up.
Yo, facts.
Facts, bro. Do. Knockout arrow. Nice.
Yo, Spence has got beef with my coach. What's good? Come see me. You want to sue him? I want to beat you up. That is a fact. Knockout arrow nice. It's a bold move for Garcia, but one that speaks volumes about the passion and intensity that fuels the sport of boxing.
But the buildup doesn't stop there, as Ryan Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. have been trading verbal jabs after Garcia was cleared of wrongdoing in their fight.
Who told you that Ryan Garcia was innocent? Who told you early on that there was no way to prove your innocence? Which is the very reason you never should have gone into a volunteer drug pool in the first place. You're volunteering. You're willingly, you're open, you're volunteer. Do you know what the word volunteer means? To put yourself in jeopardy. You are not volunteering to have extra credit put on you. You are not volunteering to enter a drug pool you're already in. When you're not volunteering to have a reputable agency oversee it, you already have all of those things. You're not volunteering to get a boost because of the media arm and the distribution and the regulation and the belief and credibility therewith of. VADA has none of those things. And I gotta hear from Vada when I talk to him about this. I shouldn't hear from Vada. They should not be upset with me. I should not hear anything from them. Because nobody knows who they are. Like, I'm not putting Vada down. Chael coming out and encouraging people to not put themselves under an extra microscope. And then let's say that I win that battle. Let's say I influence people. They still don't know who you are. They don't have any idea who Vada is. Which is what I told you guys on day one when Ryan Garcia popped. I told you, we know our own. You can do a drug test, or you can take your shirt off and you have Chael Sonnen look at you. I will not only tell you 100% of the time who's dirty, I'll tell you what they're using. Not some of the time. 100% of the time. And there is nobody else out there that came and told you that Ryan Garcia was clean except me. And my gripe is, why did he subject himself to this scrutiny willingly?
Garcia, I'm not gonna let anyone disrespect me or my family. I'm a fighter, and I'm gonna keep fighting until I get the respect I deserve. Spence quickly fired back, calling Garcia a quitter and telling him to find someone else to play with. The two have been going back and forth on social media in what's become an ugly war of words. With massive fights and feuds heating up, the boxing world is more electric than ever right now. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can take advantage of every punch when we recap all the action right here on our channel. This is shaping up to be legendary.